I'm Torben Brabo. I'm Senior Vice President from Energinet. It's the Danish electricity and gas transmission system operator. Danish perspective is that we are trying to make the Danish energy system green, going through the decarbonization transition, and we are focusing on electricity and gas for the entire society. Part of that is renewable electricity coming from sun and from wind. My presentation today was focused on the energy islands, how we take a lot of offshore wind to artificial islands and from there distribute to other countries. My session was the plenary, the opening, which was really well conducted. We had a 1-hour telco last week with Michael from Maple Energy, and he has done a lot of good efforts, let's say, in coordinating with us. We tried to be different. So instead of focusing on our, let's say, what we have together jointly, we tried to be different so that the panel would present the situation in the sector more broadly, perhaps as a good start for the conference. Right now, I think we are in a situation where we have a huge dilemma, because we hear that the industry is doing less, is losing money, and at the same time we see the politicians and consumers want more and more renewables. So actually the two development trends in the industry is not matching, and for me that's a concern, and we need to, let's say, have them change so they will both go up. What we see with the war in Ukraine, we see a huge push from the European Commission and the member states, how they want to replace imported fuels with renewables, wind, sun, biomethane, hydrogen, and so on. So the political will is there, but they are not doing the right thing with the sector. To reach 2030, 40 and 50, we need to scale up and reach bigger and bigger targets. And we have seen that the windmills themselves becomes bigger and bigger. But for me, the project I presented was the energy islands. How can we deliver on systems, not 1 gigawatt, but 10, 20, 30 gigawatts. So for me, it's interesting to scale up technologies. Also, on a global scale, it's not what we can do in our individual country because we cannot manage. Actually, we need to work together. Actually, we need to listen to Japan, China, Mexico, US, and combine all those technologies and competences. Otherwise, we will not succeed. I was really impressed about how we have, let's say, the floating technologies. I didn't know that much about them before. I will go home and study a little. I was inspired. I also was introduced to the cables. We use a lot of cables, and there were some new technologies being presented where we go from 66 to 132 kV, which is interesting for me to see how in our company can we use that. I think it's a really good, professional, intimate conference. We are only 200, and you are really active and good in, let's say, educating us, and you're also really good in pushing us and taking us around to the meetings, to the interviews.